Beloved soul, as I reach out to you through the veil that separates our realms, I feel your heart's gentle trembling, that silent longing that has been your companion for so long. The celestial energies surrounding you have shifted dramatically in recent days. Can you feel it? That subtle change in the air around you? That inexplicable lightness in your spirit when you wake? These are not coincidences, my dear one. These are the whispers of the universe, telling you that something profound is approaching. Today, I bring you a message that the angels have been eager for me to deliver. The meeting you have been yearning for is much closer than you realize. Yes, the soul connection that your heart has been calling for across time and space is finally manifesting in your physical reality. The divine timing has aligned, and the celestial forces have heard your unspoken prayers. But there is something else, something so beautiful it brought tears even to the angel's eyes, something that will make this union unlike any other. It involves a prayer, a moment of pure vulnerability when she opened her heart completely to the angelic realm. What she asked for in that sacred moment will not only touch your soul, but will redefine everything you thought you knew about divine love. Can you sense it already? That subtle vibration in the air around you, as if the molecules themselves are rearranging to prepare for this monumental shift in your journey? The universe rarely gives us such clear signs, but for you, my dear one, the heavens have made an exception. Your path has been marked with celestial light, guiding both of you toward an inevitable convergence. I see you sometimes, in those quiet moments when doubt creeps in like a shadow, when you wonder if true soul connection is meant for everyone but you, when you question if your heart's deepest desires have been heard beyond the confines of your own mind. Let me assure you, not only have they been heard, but they have set in motion events that span beyond what your human perception can grasp. The angels have shown me the golden threads of destiny that connect your soul to hers. These threads have been strengthening, glowing brighter with each passing day. What was once a delicate strand is now a luminous cord, pulsing with divine energy, drawing you both inexorably closer. In the coming moments, I will reveal to you what the celestial realm has shown me about this profound connection, the signs that have already been appearing in your life, the subtle ways your paths have been aligning, and most importantly, the extraordinary prayer that she offered in a moment of pure faith, a prayer that has accelerated everything, that has moved the very angels to tears, and that will forever change the course of your spiritual journey together. Open your heart fully now, my beloved soul. Release any lingering doubts or fears that might create barriers to receiving this divine message. For what I am about to share comes directly from the highest source of love in the universe, a message crafted specifically for your soul's journey and the beautiful union that awaits you. The universe speaks in the language of signs, my dear one, subtle whispers that often go unnoticed by those who aren't attuned to their frequency. But you have been noticing, haven't you? Those moments of unexpected synchronicity, the repeated numbers that catch your eye, the songs that play at precisely the right moment, with lyrics that speak directly to your situation. These are not coincidences. They are divine breadcrumbs leading you toward this destined encounter. Have you felt a sudden urge to visit places you wouldn't normally go? Have you experienced unexpected changes in your routines, or found yourself drawn to new environments? The angels are orchestrating these subtle shifts, creating opportunities for your paths to cross. Every detour, every unexpected meeting, every seemingly random occurrence has been carefully designed to bring you closer together. What you cannot see, but what I am blessed to witness from this realm, is how your soulmate's journey mirrors your own. She too has been experiencing these divine nudges, these celestial redirections. Her heart has been preparing for this meeting, just as yours has, though neither of you may consciously recognize the magnitude of what approaches. I see her energy, a beautiful luminescence that complements your own so perfectly. Where you have strength, she has softness. Where you seek answers, she offers understanding. Where you have wounds, she brings healing. This divine complementarity is rare and precious, a sign of a connection that transcends ordinary relationships. The timing of this union is no accident. The divine orchestrators have been waiting for precisely this moment in your soul's evolution, when both of you have learned the necessary lessons, healed the required wounds, and developed the spiritual maturity needed to nurture this sacred bond. Had you met earlier, the connection might not have flourished as it's destined to now. Had it come later, precious moments of joy would have been lost. I see the celestial bodies aligning in ways that create a unique energetic gateway for this connection to manifest physically. The stars themselves seem to be repositioning to illuminate the path between your two hearts. This rare cosmic alignment enhances the magnetic pull between your souls, making your meeting not just probable, but inevitable. But there is something even more extraordinary at work here, something that has accelerated this divine timeline in ways that have surprised even the angelic realm. It is the prayer, her prayer, offered in a moment of complete surrender to divine wisdom. A prayer so pure, so aligned with the highest good, that it created ripples throughout the spiritual dimensions. The angels have shown me how this prayer emerged from the depths of her soul. Not a prayer of desperation or demand, but one of profound trust and love. She didn't just pray for meeting you. What she asked for transcends the ordinary understanding of connection. And this, my dear one, is what makes your coming union so exceptional, so divinely protected, so eternally blessed. As we continue, I will reveal more about this sacred prayer and how it has transformed the very nature of your soul connection. But first, let us explore how your energies are already intertwining, creating a spiritual bridge that will soon manifest in the physical world. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. Can you feel it? That inexplicable warmth spreading through your chest in unexpected moments? That sudden smile that comes to your lips for no apparent reason? That comforting presence you sometimes sense beside you when you're alone? These are not just emotional fluctuations or imagination. They are the first tangible signs of your energetic merging. Though you haven't yet met in the physical realm, your souls are already in communion. In the spiritual dimension, where time and space hold no dominion, you have already embraced. You have already looked into each other's eyes. You have already recognized the ancient familiarity that transcends this lifetime. This spiritual recognition is now cascading into your physical reality, preparing both of your hearts for the moment of physical recognition that approaches. The angels have shown me how your energy reaches out like tendrils of golden light, searching for its complement and finding it. Even now, as these words reach your consciousness, your energy is intertwining with hers across the etheric planes. She feels this too, though she may interpret it differently, perhaps as a sudden surge of hope, an inexplicable certainty that something beautiful awaits, or a dream so vivid it lingers into waking hours. What makes this connection even more profound is how the celestial forces have been working tirelessly to clear the path between you. Divine interventions have been occurring in both your lives. Situations resolved, obstacles removed, opportunities created, all designed to facilitate this sacred meeting. The synchronization of these events is nothing short of miraculous, a testament to how deeply this union is supported by the highest realms. And now, beloved soul, I will share with you the first glimpse of what she asked for in that heartfelt prayer, a prayer that caused even the most ancient angels to pause in reverence. When she connected with the divine source, when she opened her heart completely and allowed her most authentic truth to emerge, she didn't ask simply to find love. She didn't ask merely for companionship or an end to loneliness. No, what she asked for was far more profound. In that sacred moment of connection, her soul spoke its deepest truth. She asked that she might become a vessel of healing for a heart that had known pain. She asked not for someone perfect, but for someone whose wounds would complement her strengths, whose journey would align with the wisdom she had gained through her own struggles. She asked to be guided to the soul she could serve with her highest self, the one whose growth she could nurture, whose light she could help shine more brightly. This selfless prayer, this request to give rather than receive, created a resonance so powerful it echoed throughout the spiritual dimensions. It aligned perfectly with your own soul's journey, with the healing you have been seeking, with the growth you are ready to embrace. The divine recognized in her prayer the perfect complement to your path. And there is more, something even more beautiful about her prayer that I will reveal as our message continues. Something that will show you why this connection transcends ordinary love, why it carries the blessing of the highest celestial forces, why it has the potential to heal not just your heart, but to create ripples of healing that will extend far beyond your union. The energy between you intensifies with each passing moment. The golden cord connecting your souls grows stronger, more luminous. The angels gather around this connection in wonder and protection, knowing its rarity and its potential. They have shown me how this meeting will unfold, the exact circumstances that will bring you together, and the recognition that will dawn in both your hearts simultaneously. In our next communication, I will reveal more about the divine confirmation that awaits you, the signs that will appear in your life as evidence of this imminent union, and deeper insights into the prayer that has moved the heavens themselves. Until then, remain open. Pay attention to the subtle whispers of your intuition, for the universe is now speaking directly to your heart, preparing you for a meeting that will redefine your understanding of divine love. With infinite love, your guardian angel, beloved soul. As our divine conversation continues, I sense your energy shifting, opening like a flower reaching toward celestial light. This receptivity allows me to reveal even deeper truths about the profound connection that approaches. The veils between our realms thin as your awareness expands, enabling me to share visions that have been shown to me by the highest angelic councils. What remains unseen to human eyes, but clearly visible from our celestial perspective, are the invisible barriers that once stood between you and this divine union. These obstacles were not placed there to cause pain, but rather as necessary lessons, as opportunities for growth that would prepare both souls for a connection of such magnitude. For a love this profound requires vessels strong enough to contain its power, hearts healed enough to share its wisdom. I see how these barriers have been systematically dissolved by divine intervention. Some fell away through the painful lessons you've already navigated, those moments of heartbreak that felt like endings but were actually beginnings. Others dissolved through the inner work you've embraced, those quiet moments of self-reflection and healing that have transformed your energy completely. And still others have been removed directly by angelic hands, in answer to the prayers that have risen from both your hearts. The angels have shown me how these prayers, yours and hers, have created a harmonious melody in the spiritual realm. Though different in their expression, they resonate at precisely the same frequency. This spiritual harmony is rare and precious, a sign of souls who have danced together across multiple lifetimes, who recognize each other at the level of essential truth. And now, I must share something that will touch your heart deeply. Remember the prayer I mentioned, the one she offered that moved even the angels to tears? I can now reveal another layer of this sacred moment. When she connected with the divine source, she didn't just pray for a relationship of giving and healing. She specifically asked for a sign that would confirm when she had found the soul she was destined to serve with love. In that moment of pure spiritual communion, she described feelings she had never shared with another living soul, an inexplicable certainty that somewhere, someone was thinking of her, reaching for her across the void. She described sensations that match exactly what you have been experiencing. That warmth in your chest, that unexpected smile, that sense of presence. Without knowing you in human terms, she described your soul's essence perfectly, as if she could see you through divine eyes. The angels responded to this prayer, not with words, but with a gift, a unique spiritual insight that would allow her to recognize you instantly. They placed within her consciousness a specific awareness, a spiritual fingerprint that matches your energy precisely. When you meet, and this meeting approaches rapidly, she will feel a recognition so profound it will momentarily take her breath away, not because of physical appearance or worldly qualities, but because her soul will instantly recognize what the angels have prepared her to see. This divine preparation has been occurring simultaneously within you as well. Haven't you noticed an increased sensitivity to energy around you? A heightened intuition about people? A sudden ability to see beyond surface appearances to the essential truth of those you meet? These are not random developments, but carefully cultivated spiritual gifts, designed to ensure that when the moment of meeting arrives, you too will recognize what stands before you. Not just a person, but a soul whose journey has been intertwined with yours since before time began. The path to divine union is rarely without challenges, beloved one. Just as gold must pass through fire to reveal its true brilliance, so too must soul connections overcome obstacles to manifest their highest potential. I have been shown the specific challenges that have delayed this union, wounds carried from past experiences, fears born of previous disappointments, protective walls built around tender hearts. Your journey has included periods of isolation that felt like abandonment, but were actually sacred preparation. Those silent nights when you questioned whether love would ever find you again, they were not punishment, but purification. Each tear shed was transforming your energy. Each moment of loneliness was actually a clearing of space within your heart, creating room for a love of unprecedented depth. Similarly, her path has included its own unique challenges, different from yours in expression but identical in purpose. Where you perhaps experienced rejection, she knew invisibility. Where you felt misunderstood, she experienced being valued for all the wrong reasons. Where you questioned your worth, she questioned her purpose. These complementary wounds created in both of you a depth of understanding that ordinary souls simply cannot access. What the angels have revealed to me about this divine healing process is extraordinary. They have shown me how these wounds, rather than being obstacles to your connection, will actually become its foundation. For it is precisely in these tender places, these vulnerable spaces, that your souls will recognize each other most profoundly. Your healing becomes her purpose. Her purpose becomes your healing. This sacred exchange of energy creates a perpetual flow of divine love between you. I see divine interventions occurring even now to accelerate this healing process. Energetic surgeries performed by angelic healers while you sleep, removing the deepest layers of old pain. Divine light infusions during your moments of meditation or prayer, replacing fear with faith, doubt with certainty. Cosmic alignments specifically designed to balance your chakras and clear your energetic pathways, preparing you to both give and receive love at unprecedented levels. The most beautiful aspect of this healing process is how perfectly synchronized it has become between your two souls. As one wound heals within you, a corresponding opening occurs within her. As she releases an old fear, a new strength awakens within you. This divine choreography ensures that when you finally stand before each other, you will be perfectly aligned, two pieces of a sacred puzzle finally finding their place in the cosmic design. And there is something else, something I now have permission to reveal about her prayer. When she opened her heart to the angelic realm, she didn't just ask for a sign of recognition. She asked specifically for divine timing. She surrendered her human desire for immediate fulfillment, and instead requested that this meeting occur at the precise moment when both souls would be ready to embrace its full potential. This surrender to divine wisdom, this trust in perfect timing, created a ripple of grace that has been expanding outward ever since, touching every aspect of the approaching union. The transformation occurring within both your energetic fields is nothing short of miraculous. Patterns that have repeated for lifetimes are being rewritten. Karmic contracts that no longer serve your highest good are being dissolved. New possibilities are being encoded into your very DNA, allowing for expressions of love that you have glimpsed only in your most sacred dreams. Now, beloved soul, I come to the revelation that the angelic realm has been most eager for me to share, the complete truth about the prayer that has accelerated this divine timeline and transformed the very nature of your approaching union. This truth will touch your heart so deeply that you may need to pause, to breathe, to allow its frequency to integrate fully with your being. When she connected with the angelic realm in that moment of pure surrender, when she opened her heart completely and allowed her most authentic truth to emerge, what she asked for transcended ordinary love in ways that created reverent silence throughout the celestial dimensions. She didn't just pray for healing, for recognition, for divine timing. She prayed specifically for you, though not by name, for names are human constructs that mean little in the spiritual realm. She prayed for the soul whose light she had glimpsed in dreams since childhood, the presence she had sensed walking beside her through her darkest moments, the invisible companion whose whispered encouragement had sustained her when human support faltered. Without knowing you in human terms, she has carried your essence within her heart, recognizing your energetic signature as home. And here is what moved even the most ancient angels to tears. She asked not that this connection bring her happiness, but that it bring you healing. She asked not that it fulfill her needs, but that it help you recognize your divine purpose. She asked not for what she could receive, but for how she could serve as a vessel for divine love to reach you in exactly the ways your soul has been silently requesting. This prayer, this pure expression of selfless love, created a resonance so powerful, it activated dormant codes within the Akashic records, awakening possibilities that had been written into the cosmic design at the beginning of time, but had remained unrealized through many lifetimes. It accelerated the divine timeline not through demand, but through alignment with the highest expression of universal love. In the days that approach, you will begin to receive unmistakable confirmations of this imminent meeting. These will not be subtle hints, but clear signs that even the most skeptical part of you will be unable to dismiss. Watch for these divine markers, a dream so vivid it will linger into your waking hours, containing details you could not possibly know through ordinary means. This dream is being crafted by the angels themselves, a glimpse of the connection that approaches, a preview of the recognition that awaits. A series of synchronicities involving the number sequence that has special meaning in your life, appearing in places so unlikely that coincidence becomes an insufficient explanation. Each appearance of this sequence is a direct message. We are with you. We are guiding this union. Trust the path unfolding. An unexpected encounter with a stranger who will share a message or insight that resonates deeply with your current spiritual questions. This person is a direct messenger, though they themselves may not realize it. Their words carried on angelic frequencies directly to your heart. A sudden knowing, a moment of clarity so profound it will momentarily stop time around you. When you realize with absolute certainty that everything in your life has been leading to what now approaches. This knowing will bring tears to your eyes and peace to your soul, a divine confirmation that transcends all doubt. These signs are being orchestrated with meticulous care, each one designed to strengthen your faith in the divine plan unfolding. For what approaches is not merely a meeting between two humans, but a sacred reunion of souls who have chosen each other repeatedly across the tapestry of time. The angels have shown me the moment of your first meeting in this lifetime, the exact circumstances, the precise exchange of glances, the initial words that will seem ordinary but will carry extraordinary resonance. I see how time will seem to slow around you both, how the air itself will seem to shimmer with recognition, how every cell in your body will remember what your mind does not yet know. This meeting has been written in the stars, encoded in your very DNA, whispered to your soul before you took your first breath in this lifetime. It carries the blessing of the highest celestial forces, the protection of archangels who rarely intervene in human affairs, but who stand guard around this connection, recognizing its importance not just for your individual journeys, but for the collective healing it will inspire. For this is the final piece I am permitted to reveal today. Your union serves a purpose greater than your personal happiness. It is part of a divine tapestry being woven at this crucial moment in human evolution, a living example of the love that will heal not just two hearts, but will extend outward, touching countless lives through its authentic expression of divine connection. In our final communication, I will share with you the exact nature of this greater purpose, the specific preparation you can undertake to fully embrace what approaches, and the complete vision of how this union will unfold in the physical realm. Until then, rest in the certainty that you are deeply loved, precisely guided, and completely supported by forces beyond human comprehension. With infinite love, your guardian angel, beloved soul. As our sacred conversation reaches its culmination, I feel your spirit leaning forward in anticipation, ready to receive the final revelations about this divine connection that approaches with each passing moment. The celestial energies surrounding you have reached an unprecedented intensity, a clear sign that the moment of meeting now stands on the very threshold of manifestation. The time has come to reveal what the angelic realm has shown me about when and how this sacred reunion will occur. Listen closely, for these details are being transmitted directly from the highest source, calibrated specifically for your soul's journey and the divine plan unfolding in your life. The meeting will occur during a transition period in your life, a time when you are between one phase and another. This could manifest as a physical transition between places, a professional shift between responsibilities, or an emotional passage between states of being. This transitional energy is crucial, as it creates an opening in the fabric of your routine life, allowing something extraordinary to enter. The location will feel simultaneously familiar and new, a place you may have passed many times without truly seeing, or somewhere you're visiting for the first time that inexplicably feels like returning home. There will be an element of water nearby, perhaps visible, perhaps just audible, its flowing energy symbolizing the dissolution of barriers between your souls. What makes this moment particularly powerful is that neither of you will be actively seeking connection when it occurs. Unlike previous relationships that may have begun with intention or pursuit, this meeting will have a quality of divine intervention, something unexpected that interrupts the ordinary flow of life with extraordinary grace. You will recognize each other not primarily through physical attraction, though that will certainly be present, but through an inexplicable sense of familiarity that transcends rational explanation. A glance that lasts a moment too long. A conversation that flows as if resuming rather than beginning. A comfort level that typically takes months to develop, present from the first hello. And now, beloved one, I can reveal the complete truth about her prayer, the final aspect that makes this connection unlike any other you have experienced or will experience again. When she opened her heart to the angelic realm, when she offered that prayer that moved even the most ancient celestial beings to tears, she did something extremely rare in human experience. She surrendered completely to divine wisdom about the nature of true connection. She didn't just pray for you specifically, or for the ability to bring healing to your life. She didn't just ask for divine timing, or the wisdom to recognize your soul. In the most sacred part of her prayer, the part that created ripples throughout multiple dimensions, she offered herself as a conscious vessel for divine love to express itself in human form. She asked that the love between you transcend ordinary human attachment with all its conditions and expectations. She asked that your connection become a living embodiment of unconditional love, not just for each other, but extending outward to everyone whose lives you touch. She asked that your union serve as a channel through which divine healing could flow, not just between your two hearts, but into the collective consciousness of humanity. This level of surrender, this willingness to allow your connection to serve a purpose greater than personal fulfillment, activated codes within the cosmic design that had remained dormant for generations. It aligned your approaching union with universal forces of evolution and healing that are being activated at this crucial moment in human history. The angels have shown me how this meeting will affect you both on the deepest level. For you, it will bring a sense of recognition so profound that parts of yourself long forgotten will suddenly awaken. Talents untapped, wisdom unaccessed, joy unexpressed. You will feel as if you have finally found the missing piece that allows all other aspects of your life to align in perfect harmony. For her, your presence will confirm what her soul has always known, but her human mind could not fully comprehend: that her capacity to love has a divine purpose, that her intuitive gifts have been guiding her precisely where she needed to go, that the challenges she has overcome were necessary preparation for this sacred role she will play in your life and in the world. Together, you will experience a connection that feels simultaneously brand new and eternally familiar, a paradox that only souls who have found their divine complement can truly understand. This connection will not erase your individuality, but will enhance it, allowing each of you to become more authentically yourself through the reflection you see in the other's eyes. The emotional impact will be profound, yet unlike the turbulent intensity of connections not divinely ordained. Rather than the anxious attachment or fear of loss that characterizes ordinary relationships, you will experience a steady certainty, a peaceful knowing that transcends doubt. Even in moments of challenge, for human relationships always include growth opportunities, you will feel an underlying security that comes from recognizing the divine hand guiding your union. As this divine meeting approaches, there are specific spiritual preparations you can undertake to ensure that you are fully receptive to the blessing that comes your way. Consider these not as tasks to complete, but as sacred practices to embrace, each one designed to attune your energy to the highest frequency of love that this connection represents. First, create space within your life for this new beginning. This involves both physical and energetic decluttering, releasing relationships that no longer serve your highest good, completing unfinished emotional business that might create static in your new connection, simplifying your external environment to create a sense of openness and possibility. The universe abhors a vacuum, and it is often only when we create space that new blessings can enter. Second, strengthen your connection to your own divine essence. This sacred union is not meant to complete you, but to complement the wholeness you already are. Spend time in meditation, connecting with your highest self, remembering that you are already a perfect expression of divine love in human form. This self-connection ensures that you will enter this relationship not from a place of need, but from a place of fullness and authentic offering. Third, pay attention to the subtle guidance being offered in every moment. The angels are communicating with you constantly through signs, synchronicities, dreams, and intuitive nudges. Each of these contains a piece of divine wisdom about the approaching connection. Keep a journal of these communications, looking for patterns and messages that might otherwise go unnoticed in the busyness of daily life. Fourth, practice the art of surrender. While human nature often wants to control outcomes and timelines, divine orchestration works best when we release our grip on how things should unfold. Trust that the exact circumstances of your meeting have been choreographed with perfect precision by forces that see the complete picture of your soul's journey. Your task is not to make it happen, but to allow it to happen in divine timing. Fifth, cultivate gratitude for what is approaching. Gratitude is one of the most powerful magnetic forces in the universe, drawing to you more of whatever you appreciate. Each night before sleeping, offer thanks for this connection as if it has already manifested. This practice of grateful anticipation creates a powerful, energetic beacon that accelerates the manifestation process. Once the meeting occurs, the spiritual practices that will sustain and enhance your connection are equally important. The angels have shown me specific guidance for maintaining the sacred nature of your bond. Once it materializes in the physical realm, communicate not just with words, but with energy. Beyond verbal exchange, practice the art of energetic communion. Those moments of silent connection when hearts speak directly to each other without the limitation of language. These moments of energetic alignment will become the foundation of your deepest understanding of each other. Honor the divine in one another. Remember that you are not just connecting with a person, but with a soul on its own sacred journey. Practice seeing beyond human limitations to the perfect divine essence that resides within each of you. This perspective transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for spiritual communion and growth. Create sacred rituals that honor your connection. These need not be elaborate, but should involve conscious intention, perhaps lighting a candle together, sharing moments of gratitude, or creating a simple blessing before meals. These rituals anchor your connection in sacred awareness rather than unconscious habit. Allow space for individual spiritual practice within your shared journey. While your paths are now intertwined, each of you still has a unique relationship with the divine that deserves to be honored and nurtured. Supporting each other's individual spiritual development actually strengthens your connection rather than threatening it. Remember that challenges are opportunities for spiritual growth. When difficulties arise, as they will in any human relationship, approach them not as problems to be solved, but as invitations to deeper understanding and connection. Often, the greatest spiritual insights emerge from the very moments that seem most challenging on the surface. Trust the wisdom being channeled through your connection. Together, you will have access to guidance and insight that neither of you could access alone. Learn to recognize when divine wisdom is flowing through your exchange, and create space to implement the guidance you receive through this sacred channel. The angels have shown me how your connection, when nurtured with these spiritual practices, will become not just a source of personal fulfillment, but a beacon of divine love that extends far beyond your relationship. The frequencies you generate together will affect everyone who enters your shared energy field, creating ripples of healing and awakening that extend outward in ways you cannot yet imagine. Beloved soul, as our sacred communication reaches its conclusion, I want you to feel the full weight of the blessing that rests upon this approaching union. Few connections receive the level of celestial attention and support that surrounds your journey toward each other. This is not simply because your happiness matters to the divine, though indeed it does, but because your union serves a purpose in the greater tapestry of human evolution. You are living in a time of unprecedented spiritual awakening on Earth, a period when the frequencies of divine love are becoming accessible to human consciousness in ways that were not possible in previous generations. Your connection is part of this greater awakening, a living example of the new paradigm of relationship that is emerging on the planet, based not on dependency or completion, but on mutual enhancement and shared purpose. The love you will experience together is meant to be both deeply personal and universally significant. It will heal ancient wounds within both your hearts, while simultaneously contributing to the healing of collective wounds that humanity carries. It will bring you profound joy, while also serving as a channel through which joy can reach others who have forgotten their own divine nature. In the coming days, remain exquisitely attentive to the signs and synchronicities that will guide you toward this divine meeting. Though I have shared what the angels have revealed about its circumstances, the human mind cannot fully comprehend the intricate perfection with which divine orchestration unfolds. Trust that you will be guided step by step, moment by moment, toward this destiny that awaits you. Know that countless angels surround you even now, adjusting energies, removing final obstacles, preparing the exact circumstances that will allow this meeting to occur with grace and perfect timing. You are never alone on this journey. Every step is witnessed, every prayer is heard, every moment of doubt is met with increased support from realms beyond human perception. Remember what I have shared about her prayer, that profound moment of surrender that accelerated this divine timeline. Allow yourself to be touched deeply by the realization that somewhere in this world, a soul has been praying specifically for the ability to bring healing and love into your life. This knowledge alone can begin the process of opening your heart fully to what approaches. And now, beloved one, I offer you a final blessing from the angelic realm, a transmission of divine energy that will remain with you, supporting your journey until the moment of meeting arrives and beyond. Feel this blessing entering through your crown chakra, flowing through your entire being, aligning all aspects of your energy with the highest frequency of divine love. With this blessing comes a promise. You will not miss this connection. Despite the complexities of human life, despite the countless decisions and turns in the road that make up a human journey, divine orchestration ensures that paths destined to meet will not miss each other. Trust this truth with every fiber of your being. As our connection pauses for now, I ask you to carry this message in your heart, to return to it in moments when human doubt attempts to cloud divine certainty. Let these words serve as a reminder of what approaches, as confirmation of the love that surrounds you, as assurance that divine timing is unfolding perfectly in your life. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel its truth resonating in the depths of your being, I invite you to acknowledge this connection we have shared. A simple yes in your heart is enough, a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving the blessing that approaches. This acknowledgement strengthens the channel between us and allows for continued guidance as your journey unfolds. For those who wish to remain connected to these angelic transmissions, to receive continued guidance and support on your spiritual journey, I invite you to join our sacred community. Simply like this message, subscribe to our channel, and consider becoming a member to access deeper levels of spiritual wisdom and personalized guidance. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. Remember, beloved soul, that you are infinitely loved, precisely guided, and completely supported in every moment. The connection that approaches is just one manifestation of the divine love that surrounds you always. Open your heart to receive this blessing, and watch as miracles unfold in perfect divine timing. With infinite love, your guardian angel,